and welcome back to
Imagine That News.
This week's vocab word is privation, meaning the act of taking something away and depriving.
We're starting this week's news off with some serious drama. Russia is planting blackmail onto European countries in retaliation to Western sanctions. He's saying, fix my economy or get no gas.
Russia's main gas industry, Gazprom, and a 40% gas supplier of European countries, has recently cut off Poland and Bulgaria as they are refusing to pay in the country's currency, rubles. This privation is also affecting pipelines in Germany, Serbia, and Hungary.
These sanctions are obviously making Putin a little upset, as hundreds of billions of dollars of Russian assets are frozen right now. So he's using Plan B, his economic power, to his advantage, as his Plan A, military power, is not as effective as he would have hoped.
Both Poland and Bulgaria have recently stated that this is in breach of their contract with Gazprom. The European Union has already begun trying to work around this problem. The EU Energy Commissioner advised the companies to stick with their contracts and to continue to pay in euros and dollars, as there is some wiggle room with the payment mechanism that will hopefully allow them to continue to do so.
The U.S. has also offered to provide more liquefied natural gas, but stated they cannot make up the gas debt that they're in. This situation reminds me of a Costco gas station on a weekend afternoon, except someone keeps trying to turn the gas off.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how this drama dies down. But across the North Atlantic Ocean, more drama is happening, as recently Nicaragua has left the OAS with a few words behind too.
On April 25th, Nicaragua's Foreign Minister Dennis Moncada announced his country's immediate split from the OAS and criticized the credentials of the organization. With his departure, he stated, Nicaragua is no longer a part of all the deceitful mechanisms of this monstrosity, the so-called Permanent Council, so-called commissions, so-called meetings, so-called Summit of the Americas.
He views the split as a so-called moral victory for Nicaraguan people. The root of this exit is probably the fact that the organization called on Nicaragua to implement changes in the electoral system, as there were concerns of rigged elections and in the fact that the current president has been in power since 2007, and the fact that all of his electoral opponents have either disappeared or been arrested, and it may not be a coincidence.
Well, another one bites the dust. Democracy really is failing these days. But good thing we have one that allows everyone the freedom of speech, which was accused of being limited on the social media platform Twitter, so Elon Musk bought it for $44 billion.
The motive was exactly that. He stated he wishes to promote free and open speech on the service, and he sees Twitter as a perfect platform to do so. He also stated Twitter should be very cautious with permanent bans, and tweets should not be taken down if it's in the quote-unquote gray area of determining whether the tweet was controversial or not, whatever that gray area may be.
He also explicitly said that Trump is still banned. But anyway, there's gotta be another reason why he bought Twitter. I mean, the guy makes cars. Why does he need Twitter?
Personally, I think it's about power, but I wonder what everybody else thinks.
On to the interview section.
We're here with Dox. Dox, have you heard that Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion?
Yes.
How do you feel about it? What do you think his motives are?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind there being another global hegemon that, like, right now we have Facebook, but then if we have Twitter, Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg, that would be such a cool fight.
So do you think this is just one step in Elon Musk taking over the world?
Definitely.
I agree.
We're here with Hannah. Hannah, what do you think about Elon Musk buying Twitter?
Well, I don't really like him. I think he's kind of weird, and he just wants to take over the world.
He is really weird. So you think he's going to take over the world?
I think we can kill him first, and then he can take over he can take over the world as a ghost. Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow, imagine that. Tune in next week.